Yeah. 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 What is this guy? Oh, nice. Hi. Yo, what the hell is up? Hey. Whoop.
Akira. Akira.
Good going.
He's got clout.
Yo, what is going on? What's cracking, baby? Yeah. Oh, let's do this too. Woo! Yeah. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Where you at? What's cracking? How you doing? What is going on? Hey, what up, everyone? Already locked in on the YouTube? You bad motherfuckers, you. Look at you. Look at you, beautiful, beautiful people. Yes, right, Akira. It is indeed the king of clout. It is I. It is I. It is he. Who he be?
Good going.
That's right. That's true. That's factual. Holy cow. Holy cow, indeed.
He's got clout.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And what's going on? It's Thursday. It's Thursday. It's Ask Akira. It's Thanksgiving here in the United States of America. Yo, greetings down from Russia. What up, AVR in Russia? Yeah, where is everybody at? Where is everybody at? I need to know where you're at. You know how this goes. I need to know where you are. I tell you, I am in Los Angeles. I am in Dunn Studios in Los Angeles, in downtown Los Angeles. It's Thanksgiving. Woo! Yeah, it's the giving of thanks. That's the day it is, and I'm spending that day here with you. Because guess why? Guess why? Because I'm grateful. I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful to you, and you know, it's like, oh, it's Thanksgiving. You know, you should like don't bother with the live streams today. You know, you can take a week off. Hey, guess what? No days off. We can't be taking days off. Consistency is king. Consistency is everything. And you know, it may be Thanksgiving here in Los Angeles, but where are you? You might not be in Los Angeles. It might not be Thanksgiving where you are. Who knows? Who knows what's going on where you are? Where are you? Tell me. Hey. Eke Homer is in deepest, darkest Brittany. Well, what up? Dinah's in New York. Dragon Energy is in Ottawa. Mike Fenos is in Vancouver. Melissa is in Australia. Holy cow. Aiden's in the UK. Yo. Rugman Zero, Ontario, Canada. Superstar Comics is feeling the gratitude all the way in Florida. Dragon Energy's in Canada. Oh my gosh. This truly is an international stream. This truly is an international Ask Akira, which means it truly is time for the international high five. Are you ready for the international high five? Make sure to look at the elbow when doing it. That's important. You got to look at the elbow. Let's go. Are you ready? Boom. Let's try that again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was wonderful. Bam, Instagram. What up? Fortune Thief in LA cleaning my room. Proud of you. Proud of you, proud of you, proud of you, proud of you, proud of you. Dead Meme Watchdog, just jumping there straight with the questions. Well, yo, today, as you know, because we're organized these days, we have a theme every week on Ask Akira. Today we're talking about gratitude and how gratitude is a superpower. And we're going to be talking about that soon. Dead Meme Watchdog says he's using Ableton to make lo-fi style beats. Any tips for chill Tompa Beats sound? Well, Tompa Beats, he's an excellent producer. I'm very grateful to him. Thank you, Tompa Beats, Tompa Beats. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but thank you for the glorious work you put out there, an incredibly consistent catalog. And what he does is he just carefully chooses his samples. That's pretty much the secret to that guy's sauce. He chooses very carefully his samples, but guess what? You're gonna have to come up with your own sauce, okay? Now, if you hear things you like in other people's stuff, what you can do is try and work out your own way of emulating that, and in doing so, you will help to discover your own sound. So you could be like, do you know what? I like the way this guy has this crackly sound on all his beats. So you could work out how to try and make a crackly sound on all your beats. The easiest way to put a crackly sound on your beats, this is something I've been doing since 2000, is sampling vinyl. The crackle on vinyl, and then putting that on top of the songs. So yeah, you could do that. But yeah, his experiment, baby. Do this in every aspect of your life. You see something that someone's doing, you like the way they're doing it, work out your own way of doing it. You might find something new. How about that? Yo, it's Ask Akira. Yes, it is. It's Thursday. And I am thankful as fuck, frankly. I am thankful as fuck. I am super, super thankful on this beautiful day. Yeah, my life is at the point now where we were able to order a Philips Hue bulb. I've wanted one of these for a long, long time. It's never been able to escalate it up the list of things it's time to get. And we were able to get a Philips Hue bulb. And now, this is a miracle of the modern world, because we're living in the future, right? We're living in a future where you can have a light bulb and you can control that light bulb from your phone. And you can go, do you know what? I want my color, I want this room to be the color of my forthcoming EP, The Immortal Stan Lee. I really love the colors on the artwork for that. And I just fucking upload that record sleeve, and now the whole room is the color of that record. Holy cow, what a time to be alive. So yeah, I'm very grateful to Philips making them hues. Yo, I haven't tried Bitwig yet, Fortune Thief. Why should I? What is it? I don't even know what I'm doing. Yeah, so many things to be thankful for. So many things. I'm very thankful for Stan Lee, that he existed, that he changed my life. Changed my life, Stan Lee did. I was a 7-year-old boy in hospital, getting my penis sewn. Oh my god, maybe we'll talk about that another day. But I was 7, and yo, they were stitching my shit, and you know, that's a terrible thing to be happening to a 7-year-old boy. And my father bought me some American comics, and they were Stan Lee. You know, Stan Lee had created this wonderful Marvel world of all these characters, and I empathized with them, and I saw myself in them, and it helped me to imagine myself as a more heroic version of myself. So Stan Lee is incredibly influential in my life, and that's why I made The Immortal Stan Lee. The Immortal Stan Lee, ladies and gentlemen, it's an EP that's coming out on Friday. What day is tomorrow? It's Friday tomorrow. Oh boy, it's coming out tomorrow. Yo, tomorrow, The Immortal Stan Lee. The Immortal Stan Lee, ladies and gentlemen. It will be right here on the Akira the Don YouTube channel. It will be on Spotify. It will be on iTunes. It will be wherever you want it to be. It will be wherever you want it to be, because I'm grateful to you to be wherever you are. I'm grateful that you want to hear my stuff. You see? Do you see? Do you see? So The Immortal Stan Lee is a three-track EP. It's got a very epic visual, a complete visual, a full-blown movie visual, and it's premiering on the Akira the Don channel on YouTube tomorrow. That would be, if you're listening to this in the future, that's the past, but it's premiering at 1 p.m. 1 p.m, yes it is. So come on down, join us to experience this thing for the first time. That's going to be beautiful. I'm very grateful for baby Jesus being born at this time of year. I don't care if that's not true. I'm very grateful for the fact that it's become a custom. I love this time of year. I love the holiday season. I love all of these holidays. I love all of these reasons to look around us and drink in the glory of this incredible miracle of a society that we've created over the course of much trial and error over thousands of years. Thousands of years, and here we are. Here we are. And yeah, I'm celebrating that with another record, an album that's dropping next week, I hope. I'm finishing it up right now. I shouldn't. Hope is not a strong word, is it? I only have to say that at the moment because I'm still being plagued with technical considerations. That so it's a bit unpredictable around here. But oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, to be limited is truly an artistic joy. Right, I haven't had any of my regular sounds or systems or templates or anything like that. So this Stan Lee project and this new Lo-Fi Christmas record, did I finish that train of thought? Lo-Fi Christmas 2, that's coming next. Yeah, I had to make that in a completely different way, and it's been wonderful. I was working on a song yesterday, and I just cried, man, because it was so glorious and so good. And it never would have happened had I not lost all my shit and all my shit crashed and all that sort of thing. It would just never would have happened like that. So, you know, God is good. The world, it's a beautiful, beautiful experience, this whole thing. And in every adversity, there is potential for glory. There truly is. Every adversarial position, situation, there is a potential to wring some absolute glory from that son of a bitch, and I'm very happy about that. So yeah, boom! I can't wait for you to hear it. The original Lo-Fi Christmas 1, it's something I put together around this time last year, and that's really popping off in YouTube again at the moment. It's put on 10,000 views in the past 24 hours, I believe, or something like that, or 48 hours. And it's popping off, and that's great, because my YouTube channel's been sort of strangled somewhat lately. And it's easy to get conspiratorial. People keep sending me messages going, oh man, they're blocking you. They're blocking you. Man, you're too dangerous to the system. And then it's like, I did a bit of research, and actually maybe it's because I do these Ask Akiras and they get sent out. And only a certain percentage of the people who signed up to the channel want to hear someone talking about stuff. They want to hear music, right? So the way that the YouTube algorithm thing, these robots, basically YouTube is now turned into an artificial intelligence. It's run by a thing called Google Brain. This is completely true. So it's run by this thing called Google Brain, which is a self-learning AI. And its purpose is to keep people on YouTube for as long as possible. So if it shows one of your subscribers one of your videos and they don't all look at it, then the next one it'll show less and less and less. So that means Ask Akira will not be being published to the YouTube anymore. The Akira that on YouTube will be just music, but I will be doing these live streams on there. So this is a rare thing right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you're here on the YouTube with me now, that means this is happening right now. Otherwise, you can catch up on it on the podcast, or you can be an Instagram side priest. Hi, Patricia. What's going on? Hey, take that. Yeah. Oh, shoot, a Christmas record. Can't wait, says Midor Michi. Yeah, it's really good, man. It's really, really good. It's a beautiful Christmas record. I'm very excited, and that's coming, hopefully. Well, yeah, I can't keep saying hopefully. Hopefully is weak. It's coming soon, shortly, just in time for Christmas. You can also check the Lo-Fi Christmas playlist on Spotify, which I put together a couple days ago, I believe. That's up there now. If you want links to all the playlists, I'm doing a couple playlists every week, and I'm updating them all pretty regularly. That's on the Patreon. The links are all there. Thank you to everyone who's supporting on the Patreon. It's been really, really helpful. It's just really wonderful. With your patronage, I was able to insert a new hard drive into my main machine here in the studio. This thing is now running really smoothly. It's beautiful. I'm bit by bit rebuilding my thing, and it's wonderful. So I'm very, very grateful to all of you. Someone, as you know, donated a brand new MacBook Pro to the Wave, and I produced most of the Stan Lee record on that, and about half of the Christmas record. So that's wonderful. So yeah, thank you everybody who's here, part of the journey, who's kicking it with us. And yeah, it's a wonderful thing. Yo. Yeah. What time is it? Oh my God, there you go. It's 1:13 p.m. on this fine Thanksgiving Thursday. And I'm with you because I'm grateful. I want to know what you're grateful for. Let me know in the chat what you're grateful for. I want to know. I'm grateful for you, primarily. That's why I'm here today. I'm here because of you. If it wasn't for you guys being here and listening to this stuff and you know, giving me your love and support and feedback and money and all these wonderful things, it wouldn't be happening, man. I don't know what I'd be doing. God knows, something less fulfilling, something less meaningful, certainly. So I am very grateful to you guys. Yes, I am. I'm very grateful to 420 Iron Fire Hose, who's hanging out in the chat saying everybody cheers, just like a nice person. Yeah. Good friends and steak, says Rugman Zero. That's right. That's right. So anyway, we're talking today about gratitude and about how gratitude is a superpower. And it is. It is. I'm not even slightly exaggerating. You know me, I don't exaggerate. I'm not hyperbolic. Is it hyperbolic or hyperbolic? I'm not that. I'm not that. I'm a scientist. I'm a realist. I'm a realist, and I've just discovered through the hard way, through trial and error, that gratitude is not only a superpower, but it is the foundation of all the other superpowers that we've been talking about here on Ask Akira for the past however many weeks. We're on episode 26 now. We've been building up to this place where we can really talk about these things because I've been breaking them down because it's important. Like a lot, this is when you're giving advice to people, really you're talking to yourself in the past, right? And all this stuff I've been working out recently is like, if I could go back and tell young me that stuff, young me would be the king of Mars. Already. I'm very excited for my son Hercules. His position in the universe is an incredible one because his generational, you know, generation on generation. I'm so grateful to the ancestors, I really am, who fought and died and bled that we may be here in this goddamn miracle of 2018. And my grandfather was in a concentration camp. And then his son was in a slum. And then his son started in a sort of meager beginnings, but like rose up to be the wave lord, to be the king of this thing. And so Hercules, it's damn, what's going to happen with him? Holy cow. Holy cow. But, you know, all of this. And so we're here talking about superpowers every week, right? We've been speaking about hyperproductivity, how to be hyperproductive, how to get in the zone, right? How to like ride the wave of life itself to the greatest potential of you. This is crazy stuff. We've been talking about superpowers. We've been talking about how positivity, about how being actively positive, deliberately positive, how that is a superpower and how that creates superpower within you, right? But all of this is naught. All of this is naught without gratitude. Gratitude is the foundational element to all of this. Gratitude is the foundational element to living your greatest potential, right? To defeating your worst potential, to being the best version of you and allowing the best version of you to win the day in this battle that we are in to the death between the potential worst version of ourselves and the potential best, which is the battle we are engaged in every single day. And if we do not know we're engaged in it, we're already losing. So the first step is knowing you're engaged in it. And we know here in the Meaning Wave universe, here in the Akira the Don community, we know already. We know. All right. But if we are not operating from a foundational level of gratitude, with gratitude as the basis, as the foundation, if we are not doing that, we are lost. However, if we are beginning from a foundational level of complete gratitude, we are already winning. And our victory is almost guaranteed. Right. And this is very true. And I've learned this the hard way. The reason I live in Los Angeles, one of the main reasons, is I was in the UK. The UK, you know, the UK has done a lot of incredible things in the world. The UK has given a great deal to the world. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the UK. Thank the UK for everything that it's given to the world. It's given the world a great deal of things. All manner of art and culture and scientific miracles. So thank you, United Kingdom. Thank you, United Kingdom. Thank you, my ancestors in the United Kingdom. Those that came from there, not the ones who were in Poland and Lithuania and all those places. And, you know, and as Neil deGrasse Tyson says, you know, well, we all began in Africa. So thank you to all those guys too, you know. Thank you. Who knows? There's been a long journey from the swamp to the top of this goddamn mountain. But here we are at the top of this goddamn mountain. Here we are. And I live in Los Angeles. And one of the main reasons I live in Los Angeles is that there is a foundational advantage to living in Los Angeles. And that foundational advantage is you begin every day, not as was the case in Wales where I grew up, looking out the window and the sky is a bruise at best and it's pissing it down with rain and the wind is howling and you have to put on 50 layers of stuff to go outside and then the wind nearly blows you off a cliff on your way to school. Oh my God, it's miserable. You try going to school, you try getting up early in the morning and you look out the window and it's all dark and horrid. You don't want to do that shit. I live in Los Angeles. I wake up, I look out the window, it's sunny. I step out onto the street, it's sunny. I stepped out onto the street last night. I was going to go DJ and I was like, what is this weird feeling? It was rain. It hasn't rained here for a year, maybe more. You know, it doesn't do that shit. It's just sunny every day. It's sunny every day. And you know what? That is a foundational advantage from a mindset perspective for someone like me who's heavily affected by that sort of stuff. I used to get mad depressed at the end of every summer. I used to get that, they call it SAD, which is hilarious. Seasonal affective disorder. I mean, maybe it's just being a whiny bitch and not like dealing with the cards that life deals you. But I'd get sad at the end of summer, man, because I love summer so much. I love summer so much. So I moved to a place where it's summer forever. Summer forever, whatever the whatever. Yo, that's an amazing song you've never heard. Maybe one day I'll release it. Anyway, so gratitude is a bit like that. Frankly, because if you start every day and it's sunny, you're a lot more likely to have a great day and feel good. You step out there on the road, you're like, damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Damn, it's a beautiful day to be alive. Boom. It's really easy. You know, I walk around telling everyone it's a beautiful day to be alive. It's easy to say it's a beautiful day to be alive when it's a beautiful day. It's a lot harder to say that when it's not. You know what I mean? I'm kind of half cheating living out here. But that's a good thing to do. You should cheat, right? If there's cheats to do, then cheat. Here's a cheat, brothers and sisters. Begin each day from a position of gratitude. If you do that, everything that comes after is a blessing. everything that comes after is a blessing. If you kick off your day, you wake up and you just go through a little list of stuff that's really dope in your life, and you're like, damn, well, one, you woke up, boom, holy shit, you woke up. Wow, look at you waking up. How many people didn't wake up today? It's a lot. It's a lot of motherfuckers didn't wake up today. They were awake yesterday, they ain't awake today. You ain't one of those motherfuckers, so boom, you're already winning. Boom, boom. Then, you know, if you're sleeping in something, that's dope. You got a bed, that's dope. That's more than most people who ever lived. How about that? You know, you're doing good. So, like, begin each day from a position of gratitude. If you can do that, if you can think of a bunch of things that's dope before, like, it's easy to begin a day from, a position of, oh, fuck. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're going to do some shit you don't want to do. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep. Maybe your kid just jumped on you and kicked you in the balls. Like, that shit happened a lot, you know, if you got a kid. I got a kid. My kid, he's just like fucking Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes. He's just that. I used to read a lot of Calvin and Hobbes. I love Calvin and Hobbes. I love Calvin. I love Calvin, that kid. And my kid's just like that. He'd be jumping on me. He'd be squashing my balls and stuff. Like, he'd be excited. He wakes me up this morning all excited. I love you, Dada. It's Thanksgiving. I love you, Dada. It's going to be a great day. Damn, son. Now, you know, that's a beautiful thing, but someone could get pissed off with that. She's like, I'm trying to sleep. I was up till 4 in the morning, man. I was DJing yesterday. You choose. You choose. You choose. All right. So choose to be grateful. Do that. Make that a switch. Go boom. It's a switch. It's all a choice, right? So just decide. Decide today. You're gonna wake up grateful every day. If you wake up grateful every day, if you kick that into gear, if you put on your fucking grateful underwear. Ooh, there's an idea. Maybe that could be a practical thing. Because you have to. If you're doing associations, like, that's how you remember things. You associate things. If you have a barista called Winston, you'd be like, oh yeah, Winston Zedmore. And then when you see that guy, you think of Ghostbusters, and then you remember his name, right? You could do that with maybe like underwear. You could be like, all right, I'm going to associate underwear with being grateful, because I'm just so grateful that I've got this comfortable, cozy shit to put my nuts in, or my lack of nuts. And then every time you put your underwear on, you'll be reminded of how grateful you are, and then you begin your grateful foundation. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Anyway, it's just some shit like that. Try some shit like that, right? Because you begin. Round of applause for the underwear. Whoever invented contemporary underwear did a great job, by the way. I'd also like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to whoever invented showers. There is a goddamn miracle. If you're ever miserable, just remind yourself you can have a shower. And most people who ever lived cannot have a shower unless they live by a waterfall. And then it's not like you get to adjust the temperature or nothing. You just got to bang yourself in that waterfall. It might get a bit aggressive and like break your head on a rock. Like a deer might fall down that waterfall that got trapped up the top in a bush or something, might kill you. That ain't going to happen in a shower. You just get in that shower. It works. Boom. Even if it doesn't work, if it's like a crappy shower, I used to have a crappy shower. It'd go really hot, then really cold. It's still better than no shower. Holy cow. Thank you, whoever invented showers. Yes. 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 Yeah. So yeah, foundation, the gratitude, the foundational element. Start with that, then you're doing good, man. You can step out there into the world, and anything that comes, like I said, anything is a blessing. Anything is a blessing. It's a bit like, you know, it's kind of like a take on Jocko's good thing. My boy Jocko, he got that good. Some fucked up shit happens, you'd be like, good, because you're looking for an opportunity in it. But it's like, if you operating from that position of gratitude, you just be fucking pleased that you get the chance to do it, right? You'd be pleased you get the chance to do it, and by it, the very first thing is life itself. That is dope, especially now. You really got to think about that shit, man. I don't know why I have to keep reminding motherfuckers. They be all on Twitter, like all upset and bitching and moaning because they haven't changed their trending topics to be in Japan like me. That's the smart thing to do, by the way. If you don't know about this life hack, right? Trending topics are mind aids and soul cancer. You can just change your country of origin to be somewhere where you don't understand the language, right? So I have Japan, and I have Tokyo. I have a city of Tokyo, and so ever since I've done that, my life has been way less stressful because I ain't getting other people's weird shit in there. But sometimes these people turn up anyway, and sometimes you got to remind them, yo, motherfucker, you bitching and moaning. Someone was on Twitter the other day going, oh, yes, Thanksgiving. I hope you're all ready to, I hope you're all rehearsed your speech so you can, you know, tell your racist uncle all about why it's a white, patriarchal, systemic, intersectional apocalypse or whatever the fuck. It's like, damn, you sociopath. Why don't you just let people like enjoy time with their families and just be like grateful for their lovely uncle being alive and grateful for having a fucking uncle or whatever. Just being grateful for having some food and stuff instead of like turning the whole of life into one big ridiculous ideological battlefield. Just sit there regurgitating some stuff that some other people have thought up for you to say. What the hell, man? You sociopathic weirdo. You should be grateful. You living at the peak of recorded human civilization, man. The fact that you can sit there and bitch and whine and think about shit to bitch and whine about is evidence of what an incredible period of time this is. How this is an hitherto unimaginable paradise. Do your ass is sat in. Yo, you gotta remember that shit. You gotta remember that shit. And if you do, life is just way better, man. You're like, damn, look at this wonderful thing. I stepped outside and no one punched me in the face today. I did that. Nobody punched me in the face today. I got an Uber pool. There was 2 other people in that thing. Any of them could have punched me in the face, but they didn't. Guess why? Because we got a society. We got a society. And I'm very grateful for that society. I'm very grateful for this miracle in which we dwell. And I'm very grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for you, Elastic Retreat. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm grateful for you, Durner 1804. Give back because it's Thanksgiving Day. That's right. I'm grateful to all of you. I'm grateful for Hot Bass. That's right. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? How are you doing, Instagram side piece? Yeah, you know, Nick Hayes says, I'm grateful for you, bro. Coming from England where the winter's just setting in. Got my vitamin D and a freezer full of steak. Bring on winter. Yeah, you bad man. I'm proud of you. Where's my applause button? You definitely deserve one of those. Freezer full of steak. That is the righteous path. Surely it is. Surely it is. My wife is under 9 stone after just... She lost a ton. She's like, it's gone crazy. She did the carnivore thing for a month. Used that as a foundation for working out what worked for her. Realized that most of the food she was eating was poison, so she just started reintroducing non-poison stuff, and she's all healthy and shit. She lost a bunch of weight. She's all like energetic and dope. It's a beautiful thing, man. I'm proud of everybody out there who's working out, you know, how to live best in this crazy world. Yeah. Daniel Wilkie is grateful for life. Yes, me too. I read some of the Nordic, like the ancient Nordic texts recently, and there was a really dope thing, and this guy was like, basically like, just to be alive, you know, that is the thing. He's like, I've seen dead kings, and who would know better than dead paupers. You know what I mean? It's like, just to be alive, just to feel the wind on your face, you know. Taste the breath, drink some water, just that. What a wonderful, wonderful thing. There's after I left Catholicism, aged 11, because they didn't like my Iron Maiden t-shirt. The closest I came to an organized religion for a while was Boccanism. Boccanon, as in the books of Boccanon, which is a made-up religion from a book called Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut. Kurt Vonnegut is a wonderful writer. He considers himself a humanist. And yeah, he invented a religion called Boccanism. And it's a really cool religion. Come up with this guy called Boccanon, a former drunk, who just invented a religion. But it was kind of a very stoic sort of religion. Well, he had all these dope little songs. What was a good one? There was one about, he had this thing about just being lucky mud. Can I find that? I really loved that. Mud, lucky mud. The idea was like, oh yeah, God made mud. Oh, let me read this shit, all right? This is the last rites of the Boccanist faith, performed in the Bocco Moro posture. Both parties repeat after one another. So feel free to repeat along at home, all right? Feel free. God made mud. God got lonesome. So God said to some of the mud, sit up. See all I've made, said God. The hills, the sea, the sky, the stars. And I was some of the mud that got to sit up and look around. Lucky me, lucky mud. I, mud, sat up and saw what a nice job God had done. Nice going, God. Nobody but you could have done it, God. I certainly couldn't have. I feel very unimportant compared to you. The only way that I can feel the least bit as important is to think of all the mud that didn't even get to sit up and look around. I got so much, and most mud got so little. Thank you for the honor. Now Mud lies down again and goes to sleep. What memories for Mud to have. What interesting other kinds of sitting up Mud I met. I loved everything I saw. Good night. I will go to heaven now. I can hardly wait to find out for certain what my Wampeta was and who was in my Karas and all the good things our Karas did for you. Amen. Where's my applause button? Yo! Yo! And you know, I think about that a lot. I remember I first read that on an aeroplane and I burst into tears. I mean, I always burst into tears on aeroplanes. I think it's something to do with the altitude. I always like think about my mum and things like that and get all emotional. In a way I never do on the land. I never do on the land. I only cry at the movies. But yeah, I read that and I wept because it was so true and so perfect and so wonderful. Lucky me, lucky Mud, that I got to sit up and look around and see what a nice job God had done. And all that other Mud that didn't get to sit up and look at it. Amazing. What memories, what adventures, what wonder, what absolute wonder. And I really do think of that a lot. And the just the way that made me feel on the airplane stayed with me forever. It's always stayed with me. And art is really, really amazing in that fashion. It's absolutely incredible thing. Like one little thing like that can just enter your whole being and illuminate the whole thing. And you can carry that with you for the rest of your life. And I always think of that. That's why I go so hard when I DJ. That's why I put so much effort into everything I do, because I understand how important everything is. Because one of these things, any one of these things could be the thing that lights up somebody's soul in that fashion and that they carry with them for the rest of their life. There's an Andrew WK song, I think it was the first song on The Wolf perhaps, called You Will Remember Tonight. That is of that nature. It carries that with it, and it expressly expresses that. Let me see if I can find it, because I don't want to butcher it. And yeah, Andrew WK, by the way, his latest album, his new one this year, is absolutely incredible. It's an incredible peak alchemical experience. I put it on the other day. I was doing something. I was doing something for my future. I wrote a message that was, you know, sometimes you have to write messages and they might change your whole life. It was one of those, and I wrote it and I sent it, and then I didn't want to dwell on what had just happened or think about it too much, and I put on this Andrew WK album and let it wash over me. And the best transformative art is like the most powerful drugs that you will ever encounter when it's done correctly. And this whole thing just picked me up. And it's as if you're being picked up by your nerve endings. So it's like the whole of you becomes goose flesh, and then you're just lifted up. Like being teleported into a spaceship or something. That thing when, like the visual of the rushing upwards. Anyway, that song, was it from Close Calls of Brick Walls? You will remember tonight. You will remember tonight. When you remember your life, you will remember tonight. Today will be over and done with the sunrise, but the way that you feel will be frozen forever in time. You'll forget yesterday. You'll forget all the fears in your old life. You will remember tonight. Until the end of your days, when you remember your life, you will remember tonight. The face that you see when you look in the mirror, it won't be the same shape when you look at it hours from now. You will notice a change. You will always remember tonight. And after all these years, this is your night. You will remember tonight. And after all this, you will remember tonight. Andrew Wilkes Creer, the man, the party king. And I think of that. And that song incredibly really contains the feeling. And that's what I try. So that's what I try and do when I DJ. Like I'd be like, okay, I'd just be grateful for the opportunity. I got it. Sometimes, sometimes it's easy to forget that this is what you always wanted. That the life you've got right now is a life that you dreamed of at one point. And there's always something about your life now that is something you dreamed of at one point, because that's how life works, and that's how you create your life. And it's easy to get in a position of of getting something that you wanted, and then starting to take it for granted, or thinking it's not good enough, and thinking of what you want that you don't have, and what you think you deserve that you don't yet have. And you will likely never get it if you're not grateful of what you have now, and if you're not cognizantly grateful of what you have now, particularly if it's something that you always wanted. So when I DJ, I try and remind myself, if I need to, you know, sometimes I need to, because sometimes I'll be playing in a place that's like, maybe it's not as big as I think I deserve to be in, or maybe the sound system sucks, or something like that. And then you're like, hang on, motherfucker, I'm fucking playing people music. That's my job. I get to be the person who creates the night that these people will remember for the rest of their life if I do it correctly. If I do it correctly, if I really pay attention to who they are and what will work for them and what will give them the most transformative experience, if I pay attention and I do it to the best of my ability, if I'm grateful, if I begin from a foundational level of gratitude for this opportunity and all that entails, the potential of that and the responsibility of that, if I begin from that position, then I can do something actually wonderful. I can do something that these people will remember for the rest of their life, that they will carry with them through their week, through their life, that on their deathbed, they'll have a flashback of that feeling that they had in that moment, in that place, when they had a transformative experience via music and community, a religious experience being gathered with others all together. And that applies to everything in life. And it's a thing that I have to constantly be reminding myself. It's easy. It's so easy to get caught up in yourself and forget. And so you have to be doing that. You have to remind yourself. You have to remind yourself that this thing is something you always wanted, and to be fucking grateful for that. To be so grateful for that. It is a fundamental mindset shift that will fix so many things in your life. So many things. And that's why I love this time of year. That's why I love this country. That's why I love you. That's why I love you. And it's why I'm so happy to be here. I got a lot of stuff my teenage self only had mentally as goals, says Telecrisis. Yo, man, if my teenage self knew what I had now, I have everything that my teenage self wanted. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful son. I make music for a living. I have a beautiful community of people who love what I do and are appreciative of what I do and pay me to do what I do. I get to play like 3-4 nights a week in Los Angeles, in Hollywood. I get to play in these beautiful places, in amazing places. I live in a time of technological miracles where the things that I conceive of as creations in my head, I can make true in life. I can make those things real and I can put them out into the world. I have no fear of pain. No one's trying to hurt me. No one's trying to hurt me. No one every day is trying to hurt me. I mean, this used to be my life. Every day people would be trying to hurt me. No one's trying to hurt me. That I know of. That affects me. Like, it's only a blessing. It's all only a blessing. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. If I could go back and talk to little 11-year-old me who was having a hard time but was standing up regardless, but he was having a real hard time. If he knew what was going to happen, then he would do exactly what he did pretty much, which is like go through it. But that would be a wonderful thing. So yeah, on this day, on this fine day, in this year of our Lord, 2018, I am fucking grateful. And yeah, you probably should be too, because we're all here together, and it's truly, truly a wonderful thing. James Atkins, I don't think it comes naturally to me. My culture loves to complain. Mine too. The British love to complain. It's a major, major part of the British mindset is complaining. But here's a fucking thing. Here's a trick. Here's something to try. If you ever catch yourself about to complain, don't. Seriously. Don't. Try that. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. And all you're doing is reinforcing something. You're just reinforcing something that's not useful to you or anyone else. You or anyone else. I've been trying this a lot lately, and you're like, holy shit, I really can. When you do it deliberately, you notice how much you're complaining. And how much you're not looking for the good, but you're looking for the bad. Oh, how was your day? Oh, cool, but this thing. And you go to the bad thing rather than all the bad things that didn't happen, which was most of the things. Most of the things that happened were the not bad things. Like, no one shot you in the face. A brick didn't fall on your head. Like, you know, you didn't fucking die. No one shot you up with arrows. Your left testicle didn't explode and fucking sprout wings and fly away. There's a whole load of dope shit that occurred, and there's a whole load of awful shit that did not occur, but for some reason it's easy to go straight for the, oh yeah, I stubbed my toe, oh that thing didn't work. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Derna1804 says, complain jokingly instead of seriously, because sometimes it's just a way of exercising frustration. That's true, that is better. But even better still is having a go at just not. Try that one. Try just not. It's a thing I have to remind myself of a lot. It's very easy if you have a wife or a husband to, you know, moan at them, to use them as a kind of dumping ground for all your woes. That's not what they're there for. That's not what they're there for. They should be there for the best things in life. Yeah, for better or worse. But how about giving them a bunch of the better more often than the worse? You know? I couldn't buy pot today and almost complained that my dude has a family. What the fuck is wrong with the ego, lol? Yes, tell Chris. Yeah, like, oh, boom. I can't get weed today because my weed guy is hanging out with his family. What a personal disaster. What a tragedy. What a tragedy to live at this period of time when these are concerns. Indeed, exactly. Indeed, exactly. Shit. Yo, it's just a beautiful day to be alive, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. And when you acknowledge that, it becomes more beautiful. And it's one of those things that just compounds and increases and compounds and increases. Someone sent me a nice thing in response to last week's podcast when we talked about the battle between your potential worst self and your potential best. And it was a native American Indian story. And it was like an old guy, wise guy telling his kid about this, basically what we were talking about, you know, and it's a battle of two wolves, they put it as. It's two wolves, and there's the evil wolf who wants nothing but who just lies and destruction and horror, and then there's the good wolf who wants, you know, glory and wonder and all the good stuff. And the kid's like, oh, you know, but which wolf wins? And the wise old American Indian says, the one you feed. Boom! Boom! And that's the realist, that's the real, that's like real shit.jpg, real shit.gif, real shit.org. That's just realshit.com, right? The one you feed. And all these things you're doing, like you bitching and moaning about stuff, you feeding that bad wolf. Feeding that bad wolf. Fuck that wolf. You don't want to feed that fool. Let him scrabble for himself, and what'll happen is he'll get hungry, he'll get desperate, he'll start pulling some fucked up shit because he's real hungry, all right? And that's when you know you just got to keep fucking going. You got to stay on the path. You got to stay on the path, baby. You got to begin from a place of extreme gratitude. Extreme gratitude. Jocko got this thing about extreme ownership. I think it's time for us to develop some kind of extreme gratitude strategy. All right, I'm about that life right now. I feel that. I think on this Thanksgiving 2018, let us form a foundation of extreme gratitude in everything we do. Let us wake in the morning and begin from that position. Let's do that together. I want to do that together. Let us all do that together. I talk about this a lot. I'm like, what would happen if we all like took all this advice that's out there, all these lessons we can learn, all this scientific data, all this stuff, if we all paid attention, if we really did it, what would the effects of that be? I did a podcast last week. Someone was talking about like Conor McGregor is like has this extreme gratitude thing. He's very, very grateful for everything he has. And you see him, man, when he's like ringside at a Lakers game or whatever, he's just, oh my God. Or if he's hanging out with Drake, he's like, I'm hanging out with Drake. Oh my God. He's so thankful. He's so grateful for everything he has. He remembers where he came from and he remembers where he is today. And we were talking like, imagine if you just had like an army, like 1,000 Conor McGregors, but they wholesome as well. They like wholesome as fuck. Like just an army of wholesome ass, like self-realized Conor McGregor motherfuckers, hyper productive too. Imagine that. Imagine what would happen to the world. Imagine the potential. And I think that's us. That's basically us. I think we, this community, this gang of bad motherfuckers that hang out here, we all hang out together. We all got shit in common. We all got shit not in common, but we all got shit in common. And if we do this stuff, we can do something great in the world, I believe, between us. I believe we can. I believe there is a potential for us to do great, great things in this world, and for the reverberations of that to reach out into space and beyond. All right. I was saying the other day, we've been watching Star Trek The Next Generation in the crib, and what a beautiful show. What a perfect show for these times that is. It's this just beautiful, hopeful, spiritual, scientific, psychedelic, wholesome ass show. It's about the potential glory of humanity reaching out into space and beyond, and it's about the best version of ourselves being that wins. It's a wonderful show. If 2019 does not have a show that encapsulates those ideals and those things, then TV is over. Because this is the perfect time for that. This is what the world needs now. The world needs now is that. It's Star Trek Next Gen. It's like the contemporary version of that. Because we're moving into this neo-psychedelic, wholesome age. This is the foundation of it right now that we're engaged in. And Star Trek Next Gen is just like the perfect distillation of that. It has all the stuff, and it's like, it has the discipline aspect. It has the hierarchical structure that's necessary. It has the humility that's necessary. It's like, you want to know how to run a company, go watch Picard. Apart from when he told Wesley to shut up. It's like, yo, you should probably listen to Wesley. Wesley's right a lot of the time and being all this shut up Wesley shit. Jesus. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I'm serious about this stuff. I'm very, very serious. I think that this community, all of us here, I think we can do some incredible things. If we pay attention, if we're disciplined, if we're hard on ourselves, not too hard on ourselves, but like, if we hold ourselves accountable, and we hold each other accountable, and we stick to the fucking script, I think we could do some amazing shit in the galaxy, baby. Riovas on Instagram says, Happy Thanksgiving. Keep up the amazing work. Your music keeps many of us striving to improve and avoid personal stagnation. Thank you. Yo, proud of you. Thank you for being here. Batty Shorty says, love from Germany. Keep up the great work. I love to Germany. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Shouts out to Germany all day long. I hung out with my wife there for like a week. Rode a bicycle. It was great. So, yeah, shouts out to you guys. Big up everyone in the YouTube comment section. You guys are the foundation of this whole thing. Thank you for being here. Like, you could be anywhere. You could be anywhere. You could be hanging out with your family, but you're here with me and the rest of your family. We are family. Shouts out to Sheik. Shouts out to Sister Sledge. Shouts out to Nile Rodgers. Shouts out to great bass players of all time. Thank you for disco music. I'm grateful for disco music. Without that, there would be no rap. Without that, there would be no EDM. There would be no dance music. Disco is the fucking foundation of a lot. Shouts out to Nile Rodgers. Yeah, I think losing to Khabib might save Connor's life, says Dan at 1804. Maybe. You know, we all need this adversity. It's just like, you know, the hero's journey. You can't be winning all day. Win. Shit is boring. Shit is boring, apart from when it's DJ Khaled. All I do is win. One of the best songs of all time. One of my favorite things to drop in a club. People go crazy. It's beautiful. Yo. Not John Fogarty says, that's amazing. You're live. Finally catching you between work and all that. Yo. Well, I'm glad you're here, brother. I'm glad you're here. We're here every week at this time, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. PST. We'll be live. You will not any longer be able to see these just uploaded to your YouTube feed because it's destroying us in the algorithms. That's not happening anymore. But you can catch the podcast, which is this, on Spotify, on iTunes, on Stitcher, and all those places if you missed the live stream. So yeah, I'm glad you're here. What up, Odin Text? What up, Multiverse Media Space? Yo. Where's my boy YouTube hero Alex? I'm grateful for you. Grateful for everyone who's in the Discord. I'm grateful for the whole community. I'm grateful for Primal Movers. He's a bad motherfucker. He's chilling with his cat. No complaints from us. Onwards. Much love, brother. Love to you. Love to you. You bad motherfucker. Kim Jong-un says, thanks for being amazing. Thank you for being here and being amazing. Thank you for your Kim Jong-un avatar. That makes me very happy. I don't know why that guy's face brings me so much joy, but it does. Iron Firehorse. Pre-planning is your responsibility. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hang on. Let's check if my wife has sent over any questions that have occurred during this. No, she hasn't. That's fine. All right, we've got 10 minutes left of this stream, so hit me with your important questions. My boy, Sir Peppers sent over some questions. I'm grateful to Sir Peppers collecting questions and sending them over. You bad motherfucker, you. Synapsian says, we learn from our mistakes, yet we're always so afraid to make one. Where is this true for you? Hey, that's a good question. It's the thing that I have to keep reminding myself, you know. With my DJing recently, I was getting a bit too comfortable with it. I was doing too many things that I knew worked. I had to remind myself that I need to be living on the edge. I need to be like just on the border between competence and disaster, and that otherwise I'm not learning, right? So yeah, that's what. So I was afraid. Okay, I guess I was afraid to make mistakes. I'd got too good at DJing, and I was like, I just knew too much that worked. I could sit there for 4 hours and just unleash combinations of stuff that I already knew would fucking work. And you know, I'd be like paying attention. It's just like, okay, right now this combo will work. Right now this combo will work. Right now this combo will work. Right, but I wasn't coming up with enough new combos. All right, so now I'd be forcing myself to be like at least half my set. Last Saturday, it was like 2/3. Be like me trying new shit, you know, because you don't know what's going to happen. It's like, and what happened is, yeah, there was a few things that didn't quite work. A couple mistakes in there. Definitely a couple mistakes, but I came up with some new shit that was phenomenal. It's like some combos that like made all the hairs on the ends of my thing go crazy, like that rushy uppy feeling I was talking about earlier. Like when you invent a new thing in the heat of the moment, and it's like, you didn't know it was going to happen, and it's a chance, and it could have gone really, really wrong. Like, that's a fucking feeling. That is a feeling, baby. That's a feeling. And it's like, you got to be doing that in all aspects of life. Like, wherever you can put that in, you know, wherever you can put that in. So, yeah, that's one area. That's one area. And, you know, what are some other things? Shit. Man, it pops up. Basically, it's like whenever you find yourself resisting out of fear, then you should be going in that direction. That's what you need to do. I think that seems to be the case. You know, that's the place you got to go. That's where the dragon is, right? And you got to be fucking up them dragons. That's why we're here, man. We're here to fuck up dragons, right? And so yeah, if there's a place you're feeling resistance, you're a bit scared to go there and shit, that's probably the place you should be going, man. It's probably the place you should be going. Face that fear. Fuck up that dragon. Yo. SZQ asking about Sourcewave Radio says, can we have MEANINGWAVE songs also shuffled along with standard Sourcewave Radio? Yeah, and I've added that. That's happening now. That's happening. It's happening. And it's MEANINGWAVE Monday. Every Monday is MEANINGWAVE all day on Sourcewave Radio. I'm considering doing a separate Sourcewave Radio and a separate MEANINGWAVE Radio stream. Let me know what you think about that idea. It's kind of costs a bit, but like, I don't know. I think I'm trying to be useful out here, and if it was me, I would like to be able to go to a place where I could just listen to MEANINGWAVE all day and like have dope MEANINGWAVE shit that I didn't know existed pop up. But I would also like to be able to have Sourcewave because I love Sourcewave, you know. But anyway, let me know what you think about these things. Let me know what you think about these things. Yeah. Superstar Comics, I will miss this being uploaded to YouTube. It was my go-to for catching the podcast after the fact. Well, it's still going to be uploaded, but it'll be unlisted. So what I'm going to do is there'll be a playlist on the front page of the channel, and it'll have the unlisted videos from this in that. So you'll still be able to find it that way. It's kind of a workaround. I'm experimenting here. But it was really strangling the channel's growth. I realized we like really started exponentially popping off around August, September, and I think it was around the time we started this, and then it started getting strangled. And people have been messaging me going, oh man, they're strangling you, they don't want, they're afraid of you, they don't want your message to go out. It's quite possible it's got nothing to do with that, and it's just because the podcast was just like, you guys who are here right now, you want to see this shit, but not everybody does. Some people just want the music. All right, we've got to respect that. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Anyway, yeah, where are we at? Questions. You said 12 weeks ago, it's good to know, James Von Atkins, what's going on with the news, but for me, that can be anywhere from checking my Facebook occasionally and binging 6 hours of political news and podcasts until I feel anxious or depressed. How do we find balance? Could abstinence be best for me as this is an addiction? Oh, we did that question before, didn't we? Anyway, but the answer to that is still, you just answered your own question. If shit is making you anxious, then chill the fuck out. And depressed, Jesus Christ. You don't need to be in it. I think there should be like a 48-hour rule with news. Like, if After 48 hours, you're like, it's not actually that important. Then don't report it. So it's like, do we need to know immediately, like instantly? Is it really changing our lives? I've mentioned this before, but try like doing like a Google News search for news exactly 1 year ago. How much of it is relevant? How much of it did you need to know? It's probably none. Like, since I changed my trending topics to be set in Tokyo, I don't know what the fuck's going on in a lot of stuff, and I'm fucking happy, and my life is it's not suffered in any way whatsoever. Just because I don't know which asshole is beefing with the president today, or which ridiculous drama they want us freaking out about today, that has not negatively impacted my life in any way whatsoever. Any way whatsoever. So I think it's good to be overall informed about what's going on in your society, as in like the mood or the temperature or the vibe of your current culture. You want to be engaged in your society, but you don't need to know the intricate details of every retarded thing they're trying to fucking distract you and fuck you up with. Don't need that shit in your life. Don't need that poison in your life. All right? You ain't got enough room. You ain't got enough room. They've only got so much energy. Do not give them your energy. You need that energy. Your family needs that energy. We need that energy. We need that energy. Eke Homer, I'm probably mispronouncing your name, says, I've dropped that shit for the time being. It was dragging me down. Good for you. Good for you. Iron Firehose says, are you involved in any organized religion, Akira? Yeah, I'm involved in the cult of MEANINGWAVE. I'm involved in the cult of meaning, ladies and gentlemen, and I am the high priest of meaning. I'm the Wave Lord, and this is my church. And it's a dope church, man. I'm feeling it. I'm liking it. And yeah, that's the only one I'm involved in right now. But yeah, you know, feel free to invite me to whatever religion you're starting this week. Oh, here's a relevant question. A beastie Star Trek wave. Star Trek wave. Well, here's the thing. I kind of think a wave of just Picard management tips would be a great one. Or Wesley getting told to shut up for 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm kind of, as we're just watching as a family. It's the only thing we watch as a family. Star Trek Next Gen. We're watching one or two of those a week or whatever, and I'm taking notes of moments, and yeah, something will come of that. Something will definitely come of that. Why, Mosa? If you thought about getting Hercules into BJJ, it's about time. That's some kind of jiu-jitsu, right? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. It is about time. The 5-year-old godchild Hercules the Don gets some discipline, some physical discipline in his life, and I do think jiu-jitsu is the way. My beautiful wife has been researching, and there's apparently a really cool place right by us. So, yeah. That's right. And you're right. Hercules does indeed have clout. And so does Picard. Picard got so much clout. Oh my god. And then someone's like, oh yeah, it's so like I've been saying this, and then it turns out they're doing a new Picard show. It's like, wow. That's incredible timing, right? That's incredible timing. Here we are at the dawn of the neo-psychedelic wholesome age, and Picard's coming back. Now, hopefully they don't mess it up. Hopefully they don't try and make it dark and edgy. Hopefully it's not completely ideologically possessed. Yes, Star Trek has always been an advocate for certain aspects of sort of what has now been encapsulated in the social justice thing. But just because the crazy sort of dystopian tyrants that currently control that whole social justice thing doesn't mean that just that every idea in it is bad. Because that's what they're trying to enforce in a totalitarian fashion. We have to be careful not to throw out the baby with the bath water. You know, and I see people falling into that trap, being like, oh yeah, fuck being nice to people. Because like, that's what they say. That's not the way, baby. So yeah, Star Trek has always had some of those aspects in it, and it always will, and that's good. Because sometimes we need that stuff. The balance between the red and the blue church is an important balance. Right now, they're trying to be tyrannical. And we can't be having that tyrannical shit, man. We need freedom. We need freedom. We need to choose to be good people, not to be forced to be someone else's idea of what a good person is. Hell no. Hell no. Anyway, shouts out to Picard. Shouts out to Jean-Luc, you sexy beast. Shouts out to Riker. Oh, man, Riker. What a guy. He's just like shagging his way around the universe happily. Just a happy chappy. Just shagging his way through danger rooms. Not danger room. What do they call it? They call it the danger room in X-Men. The room that just invents a situation. He just goes in there, just hounded chicks. What a G. What a G! Anyway, boom, boom. Oh shit, it's time to go. One last question. I'll take one last question from the YouTube. One last question from the Instagram side piece. Instagram side piece says, late love wave riders. Yeah, big up you bad motherfuckers. Mexican jumpy bean is here. Holodeck. There you go. Thank you, Spencer. It's the holodeck. That's right. Don't forget about Deep Space Nine. I don't think I ever saw Deep Space Nine. Is it good? I don't know. I first saw it. Yeah. Kalashnikov says, damn, looking sharp, Akira the Don. Well, thank you very much. That's a beautiful thing. I got a haircut from a Mexican who didn't speak any English. He was a very nice man. He had really good hair himself. He was like 60 and he had a beautiful, beautiful... He was like Mexican, but he had like Native American Indian hair. Anyway. And my wife took my suit jacket to the dry cleaner. So I have a suit jacket. Blessed. So thank you, wife. Thank you, Mexican, Native American, Indian hair man who cut my hair. Thank you, Kalashnikov, Kalashnikov, for the compliment. Appreciate you. All right. Joel369 says, "Are you a wizard?" Well, it depends what you mean by a wizard. But yeah, obviously, shit, man, totally. Look, I'm out here like changing the world by sheer force of will, sheer force of clout. We out here just like changing the world with clout. You understand that, right? We're out here changing the world. We're definitely doing that, and we're doing it deliberately and willfully. I am, you are. That's what we're doing. We're all wizards here, baby. Here in the Meaning Wave universe, we're some fucking wizards. We're high-tech wizards in the neo-psychedelic wholesome age. That's what we are. That's what we're doing. And, you know, I, for one, am very comfortable with that. I'm very happy about that. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity to do that. To do that here with you. Here at the peak of recorded human civilization. In this beautiful year of our Lord, 2018 AD. The year of the dawn of the new age of clout. I've been Akira the Don, you've been you. Thank you for being here. You can catch this on the podcast. And we'll be back next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Have a beautiful, wonderful day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. Join me tomorrow at 1 p.m. PST on the YouTube for the premiere of The Immortal Stan Lee. I think you're going to dig it. I think you're going to dig it. Thank you, everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm very grateful that you're here. Peace. International high five. Boom!